May Edochie said, Yule does not have the interest of their children at heart. And this came up as a result of Yule Edochie's recent legal action. He wants his legal team to contact May's legal team, or rather, let's say he, through his legal team, contacted May's legal team to release his children during this festive season. As you all know, the year has come to an end, and children will be with their parents, but it becomes complex if both parents are not together anymore. Issues such as this will, of course, come up, and it is going to be serious. I mean, this is going to be serious. I, at times, will want to kind of look at it this way, like, hold on a second. He has a right to his children as long as he does the required. He does the payment. He fulfills what the law requires him to fulfill. But we all know that Yule Edochie cannot be entrusted with his children. Not with what happened to Kambili. But Yule Edochie is insisting that he needs to have his children around him now that the year is coming to an end, and he needs to have access to the end of the year party and many of the events that oftentimes occur during the end of the term. Well, as it is, May has refused, and she does not want him to be part of it. This is because she got wind that Judy Austin is going to be there, and moreover, since the RIP of Kambili, May has not been comfortable with the presence of Yule Edochie around her, not to talk of him being around their children. This is because she probably, she knows where she's from, and she knows where Yule Edochie is from, and she knows that Yule Edochie at the moment, at this time, is actually pressing and pushing for his political ambition, and there is nothing he cannot do. When a man is desperate, when a man is broke, there is nothing they cannot do. They can do and undo. She knows all of these things, and she is afraid if this guy has access to our children, maybe who knows what he would do. Now, we have a dicey situation now. I don't know, because there are certain things that Yule Edochie does. I mean, financial responsibility here and there for him to have access. He knows. It's not as if he's up and doing, like he's doing things regularly. But if this is taken to the court, which I believe that's the reason why he decided to go this route, it's going to be a bit dicey. The law does not care if you're afraid, or maybe in certain cases you say, oh, he's going to run away with the children. I do not trust him with the children. And then the social service will come in between it to make sure that this does not happen. They will have a meeting date and all of that. But if such is not raised, if such has not been raised, if there are no rooms for that, it's going to be difficult, because the law, regardless of what the wife, ex-wife, says, the law permits that father have access to his children. And that's it. Now, with what May is saying, as a person, individual, I know that Yule Edochie is a desperate person at this time, and he has shown himself to be a desperate human. But how do we work on this one? I don't know what you guys think, because this is going to be a bit complex. The other time, Yule Edochie went to the school, which is the only opportunity for him to meet with his children. He cannot come to the house anymore. He went to the school to meet with the kids and to talk to them, and to, kind of bond with them. He went to the school, and drama ensued. We all saw what happened. Immediately he did that, Juju Austin went on a social media handle and started writing some rubbish. I just could not understand why she is so quick to write. That woman, she's just there for destruction. She could not even keep her mouth shut or whatever. She went on her page and wrote something like, if I could remember what she wrote, like, pretenders are these. And I'm like, hold on a second. Are you like trying to say that Yule Edochie is a pretender? Like, he went to see his children to do what he's doing as a pretender or whatever. Well, May does not want Yul Edochie around on that day, that big day, the end of the year where kids will be displaying. And the law does not permit Yul Edochie to be at a certain distance to May. Now, what are they going to do? Maybe you will have to look for a place to be and talk to the kids. I think they have to work around this one. I don't know how this will be done. If it were in a sinner climb where things work, although we have such government organization in Nigeria, I mean, they have a way of running around this, but I don't know if they'll be ready to go all the way. I don't know how they are going to do this distance of a thing. That's what May is worried about. She doesn't want Yul Edochie around her. And since she's going to be at that event, maybe they will have to sit, some kind of distance from each other. I know that Yul Edochie wants to be there, and then this is going to be trouble. It will be like, how dare you stop me from having access to my kids for whatever reasons you came up with, this and that. Or how dare you stop me? It is not possible. Now, when it comes to custody, it's a bit complex. Yul Edochie has access to the kids, but the kids stay with their mom. This is how it has always been all over the world. Mothers are given unless that woman is, she's abusing substance or she has mental illness and you can prove all of this, then the man, if he's sane, if he's normal, and also if he can take care of those kids, if he has the ability to do. If not, government will take those kids from you. But in Nigeria, we have to look at the applicable laws governing this. That's why I said it's going to be a bit complex, because he will be like, how dare you tell me, because we are not together anymore. You are saying that I cannot be at my children's end of the year party because you will be there, because you want to stick to the judgment of the court that says that states that I should not come a certain distance to you. Then don't come. Don't come, because I want to be at my children's and I'm not coming for you. And now Yul Edochie cannot be this hard or harsh now, because at the court, he is claiming, you see how complex this is, that May remains his wife. And May does not want to set eyes on Yul Edochie. Do you see how this guy just, I know these things do happen. I mean, if you live abroad where they have high rate of divorce, and these are issues that keep coming here and there, coming up here and there. So, guys, I don't know what suggestion you have for May at this time. What suggestion do you have for May? What suggestion do you have? What do you think she should do at this point? Well, I'm not going to blame May for her action or for the stand. I'm not going to blame her, because if you look at it, really, she's the one that really has the interest of those kids at heart. She's the one that has actually faced it. She's the one wearing the shoes. So I'm not going to blame her for whatever decision she decides to take. Yes, things happen in life. There are decisions. There are some things that are beyond human comprehension. There are manipulation that manifests in the physical, spiritual manipulation that manifests. But then we cannot keep saying spiritual. As Africans, we dwell more on the spiritual aspect. What about someone willingly taking part or deciding to engage in certain things? In the Western world, they often tag some manifestation, wicked act of certain people to mental illness. That's where they hide. They say, oh, no, this person has mental illness. He needs to visit a psychiatrist, someone that's committed that gruesome murder. They just want to make it appear like the person is. But in our own space, we want to say it's a spiritual thing. And you will hear the spiritual controls the physical. That is why people are even looking at it like, why can't me just forgive Yul Edochie, because we all know that he is spiritually manipulated. Well, I don't know what you guys think. Drop your comment. What suggestion and advice do you have for May at this critical point? This is a critical decision that she has to make. Is she going to permit Yul Edochie or not? How are they going to? Because from the comments I read in the past, people warned her, saying, be careful around Yul Edochie. He's a desperate man. He's a desperate man. There is nothing that he cannot do. For him to achieve or attain or get what he wants, he is a desperate man. Who knows if Juju Austin somehow is manifesting through him? He can just come there and do something horrible. You know what I mean? So, guys, this is just what it is. What do you think? Drop your comment, like and share. See you in the next update.